Hi, my name is Ben Nickrand, and did you know the world record bench press is 782 pounds, the world record back squat is 1,080 pounds, and the world record deadlift is a staggering 1,124 pounds. Today, I'll be talking about powerlifting and the three core lifts: bench, back squat, and deadlift. I have been powerlifting for the last 4 years of my life. I know a little thing or two about it. I've been competing at the state level. And have you ever had some trouble opening a jar of pickles? I know I haven't. Powerlifting will do just the job and make you strong. Now, let's get on with bench, squat, and deadlift. There are 4 supplies you need to powerlift. You need a barbell, you need a bench, you need a squat rack, and weights. Depending on who you are, changes the amount of weights, but the more you do it, the stronger you will be. Benching properly requires 3 things: proper foot placement, which I have here. Sometimes, if you're not tall enough, you may need plates to plant your feet. Second, you will need your butt and your back properly on the bar, on the bench, and creating a little arch in your stomach. Third thing, you need your hands to be properly aligned. You want to start off with your thumbs relatively straight with the bar, and you want to try and bend the bar in and keep your elbows tight. The commands for this: don't start until you are ready. And once you go down with the bar and it is motionless, not moving, the head judge will say press. And you press the bar if you can, and then it'll say rack. And then you re-rack your weights. The second lift is back squat, which takes a little bit of getting ready, which I'll do right now. The back squat requires a few things. You have to have your feet properly aligned, shoulder width apart, sometimes your toes a little out if it feels better, and sometimes even a more width of a stance or even narrow of a stance, depending on your body type. Next is your hand alignment. You want to try and line up with the bar a little close, a little wide, just how you feel. And you want the bar on your traps, these big muscles. Some people do what's called a low bar and they hold it on their shoulder blades. I'm not flexible enough, so I won't be demonstrating that. But the conventional high bar squat, which rests on your trap, will be right here. The judge will give a command. When your feet are ready, solid, planted, and not swaying or moving, and that command will be squat, to which you will squat all the way to where your knees and your hip are aligned, or further down if you feel like it. And you'll press up, and then they'll say rack. In order for the lift to count, your hips and knees must be parallel or below to count. Any halving it does not count. The third lift is deadlift. This depends on the person the most. Some will be conventional, as I am, where your feet are about shoulder width apart and your hands here, where you lift, pull up, throw your hips forward, and keep your chest high. And then there is sumo, which, like its name, comes from a sumo wrestler, really wide, where you will keep your hands narrow. And as you lift up, you do the same motion, dragging it to your knees and throwing your hips forward. keeping your chest high the whole time. There is only one command. So when you're ready, you lift, and the one command is down, which you must stay in control of the bar. You cannot drop it. You must stay in control the whole time. That is all. That is how you power lift. Bench, squat, and deadlift. Those are the three core elements. There's commands. It's very competitive, but there's loads of benefits, including mental clarity, of course, and getting a lot stronger. That is all I have. Thank you very much. Powerlifting is great for anybody, regardless of size, stature, gender, race. It doesn't matter. Powerlifting isn't all about raw strength though. It's also about the technique that I showed today. If you have technique, then the strength will follow. If you're willing to take the time and effort to perfect technique, then that strength that you've been craving will follow. Overall, powerlifting is great, not just for you, but for everybody. Not just for me, everybody. Thank you.